July 5th, Friday. This is Bitcoin TV's channel. I'm Zu. Let's first look at a 24-hour crypto headline sponsored by Bitcoin. After experiencing a small sharp drop and a rebound last night, Bitcoin directly broke through the short-term strong support level of 58,000 and the previous low support level of 56,000 today. It touched a low of 53,800 excluding stablecoins USDT and USDC. The top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap all fell by over 10%. Among them, high market cap meme coins like Doge fell the most, with a 24-hour drop of up to 18%. Currently, the 200-day moving average, a reliable indicator for judging bull or bear market trends, is at 58,373. Typically, Bitcoin breaking above the 200 DMA signals a significant uptrend, while falling below signals a long-term bear market phase. Against the backdrop of continuous declines, the fear and greed index dropped sharply today from 44 yesterday to 29, hitting a new low in nearly a year. Over the past half month, exchange reserves have increased from a low of 2.935 million to 2.975 million coins. Previously, exchange reserves were continuously decreasing as Bitcoin fell, but now they have increased by nearly 40,000 Bitcoins instead of decreasing. Due to the impact of news, this portion of coins was linked solely to the market, which also led to continued decline in Bitcoin price. At the same time, if we observe the net inflow of exchange tokens recently, we can clearly see that the net flow data of exchanges in the past half month is mainly net inflow, which is also consistent with the trend of continuous increase in exchange reserves. In fact, this portion of coins did not increase significantly in the past 2 days. As Bitcoin enters the 52,000 range, it can be continuously dollar cost averaged and bought in batches. Bitcoin below 52,000 is extremely cost effective. In the past 3 days, Bitcoin spot ETFs have seen net outflows. According to data yesterday, 9 Bitcoin ETFs reduced their holdings by a total of 609 Bitcoins, worth about 35 million. Among them, Grayscale reduced holdings by 535 Bitcoins, worth about 30.7 million. Currently holding 274,724 Bitcoins, worth about 15 million. Last week there were net inflows, but this week it turned into net outflows. This reversal trend also shows that the current crypto market lacks internal demand. When funds enter the market confidence will greatly increase, while capital flight will cause the market to lose support moment. Coupled with the recent negative news, Bitcoin's crash is within expectations. However, for investors who have taken defensive stop-loss measures in advance and have relatively conservative positions, this is actually a great investment opportunity. Alright, please like and follow us. We'll help you sort out the news closest to money in the crypto, blockchain, and mining industry in the past 24 hours. Yesterday, Bitcoin fell below 60,000 twice. Market analysis suggests that the main reason is likely due to exchange Mt.Gox starting to repay creditors with Bitcoin, which has triggered market selling pressure. Meanwhile, Galaxy Research head Alex Storm commented on the X platform at the end of June, believing that the final Bitcoin selling pressure caused by Mt.Gox will be less than expected. However, in the first week of July, this hidden bomb finally exploded and the selling pressure eventually manifested.
Data shows that Mt.Gox has transferred 47,228 Bitcoins, worth up to $2.7 billion, from cold wallets to wallets, likely in preparation for repayment. Affected by this, Bitcoin dropped to a low of $56,680 at the same time, with $510 million liquidated across the market in the past 24 hours. In response, crypto technical analyst Dom's Crypto posted on X last night, saying that the key support level of $58,484 has been broken, and the next support level will be at $56,700. Bitcoin continued to fall afterwards. As of 12:30 p.m. today, Bitcoin has broken through the previous low of $56,552, set on May 1st, reaching $54,044.
Bitcoin's probably suffering from the Mt.Gox, starting distributions in July. That was a huge overhang for many years. But if I was investing in crypto knowing that one of the biggest overhangs is going to disappear in July, I think it's a reason to actually expect a pretty sharp rebound in the second half. So I think, 150 is still within.
Mt.Gox's massive Bitcoin compensation plan is seen as a sword of Damocles hanging over the crypto market. The twists and turns of the compensation dynamics have more than once triggered a certain degree of market panic. In December 2023, several Mt.Gox creditors revealed that they had received the compensation, and possibly affected by this news, Bitcoin prices subsequently fell briefly. But unlike previous compensation dynamics, this time Mt.Gox involved the on-chain transfer of large amounts of Bitcoin. It seems that the selling pressure will continue for some time. Currently, Bitcoin support level is at $56,500. If this level cannot be held, Bitcoin may explode down to 50,000 to 52,000. This is a phenomenon we want to see. At the end of June, Wallet's market belonging to the German government made several asset transfers, transferring 500 Bitcoins each to cryptocurrency exchanges Kraken and Bitstamp. The market is most curious about where the German government's Bitcoins came from. According to a post by Arkham in February this year, the wallet came from the German Federal Criminal Police Office. The German Federal Criminal Police Office confiscated nearly 50,000 Bitcoins from the operators of a website called Movie 2K, which was suspected of illegal film reproduction worth $2.12 billion at the time. Given the large-scale Bitcoins held by various governments, how they handle these Bitcoins has always been a topic of market concern.
According to Arkham data, the wallet marked as belonging to the German government transferred Bitcoins again yesterday, transferring 400, 500, and 400 Bitcoins to 3 exchanges, Kraken, Bitstamp, and Coinbase, respectively, totaling about $75 million at current prices. Its Bitcoin holdings have decreased from 50,000 on June 29 to 42,274, selling a total of 7,726 Bitcoins worth about $450 million. Facing market downturn and panic, Sun Yuchen posted on the X platform, expressing willingness to negotiate with the German government to purchase all the Bitcoins through over-the-counter transactions to minimize the impact on the market.
The market keeps fluctuating, but our brother Sun's nature of capitalizing on trends without limits hasn't changed a bit. This time, Justin Sun not only has a sharp eye, but also calculates his moves well, because when some people are selling at low prices to exit the market, others are buying at low prices waiting for the bull market to return. The future value of Bitcoin is incomparable to its current price. At the same time, German federal parliament member Joanna Coulter strongly condemned the government's recent decisions to sell large amounts of Bitcoin. She believes that this move is counterproductive and compared to it with a U.S. strategic perspective on Bitcoin. Joanna Coulter pointed out that the U.S. Bitcoin is seen as a strategic reserve currency, while the German government's selling behavior appears short-sighted. Indeed, panicking and selling due to short-term market weaknesses is not the optimal solution. Just look at the actions of the U.S. government during the election period, when cryptocurrencies are pushed onto the government stage holding the chips gives you the initiative. Recently, Bitcoin prices have continuously declining, and it halved a few months ago, but the mining power is still increasing. We can see that Bitcoin's hash rate has risen from 392.75 EHS a year ago to the current 582.33 EHS. This shows that the really wealthy people are still continuously deploying in the Bitcoin mining industry. At the same time, even though a series of unfavorable factors continue to affect the various miners, causing their profitability to decline significantly in recent months, but if we look at the miners' June production reports, it's not hard to see that most miners have still reached their mid-year hash rate targets.
First, Marathon Digital, as the miner with the strongest current hash rate, has reached 26.3 EHS. Core Scientific, which successfully rebounded this year, has also reached 20.4 EHS, and despite not releasing any reports for June, the company is still actively promoting news about expanding its business map. In addition, CleanSpark's average operating hash rate in June was already 17.85 EHS, and it has successfully achieved its mid-year target of 20 EHS at its highest. Another miner, Riot Platforms, increased its hash rate from 14.7 EHS to 22 EHS in 1 month.
The continuous increase in Bitcoin hash rate among various miners actually shows their confidence in Bitcoin's future prospects. Currently, Bitcoin has also successfully passed the spot ETF, so for a long time in the future, Bitcoin's hash rate is expected to continue rising. At the same time, based on the market mainstream T21 miners' 3-year operational life, the shutdown price is about 52,000. In other words, once it falls to 52,000, even those at the top of the Web3 food chain will no longer be profitable. But history tells us that if most miners worry about to shut down, that will be a once-in-a-life opportunity for Bitcoin. Therefore, although Bitcoin is still falling, the shutdown price of miners has vaguely told us where the bottom price is. 14-year-old Indian prodigy Abhigyan Anand has had astrological talents since childhood, starting reading various books at the age of 7 and learned Sanskrit in Indian temples. He became famous for accurately predicting multiple global events. In the past, during the pandemic, he accurately predicted that a severe global crisis would break out between November 2019 and April 2020. Making him famous overnight, on October 4, 2023, Anand made another video prophecy predicting that a terrorist attack similar to 9/11 would recur in late October or November. He explained that this is because the current astrological configuration is similar to the 9/11 period, with Jupiter, Moon, and Rahu on one side of Earth and Mars and Ketu on the other side. The same astrological configuration would lead to similar events. As a result, on October 7, 2023, the Palestinian armed group Hamas and Israel broke into conflict, shocking the world and confirming Anand's prophecy, making him the focus again. In addition to global situations, geopolitical conflicts, and natural disasters, Anand has also made accurate predictions about cryptocurrency price fluctuations and other economic trends in the past.
On September 24, 2021, Anand released a video predicting the future of the cryptocurrency market, indicating that according to astrological signs, Bitcoin could break through new highs before November 21st, but would then experience a major correction, or even a bubble burst. This prediction coincided with the peak of Bitcoin's last bull market. Anand then pointed out that March 16, 2022 would be a key moment when the wealth landscape of the market would undergo huge changes. Around the same time, Bored Ape officially announced the launch of its ecosystem token Ape, giving holders of related NFTs such as BAYC, MAYC, and BAKC a rich reward.
Despite multiple successful predictions, the language of prophets is often lonely and misunderstood, and everyone must be very curious about this prodigy's honor. Now there is an opportunity. The Asia Blockchain Summit will be held in Taiwan from August 6 to 8, expecting participants from 30 countries and over 15,000 attendees. The prophetic prodigy Anand will also travel to Taiwan in August to attend the Asia Blockchain Summit. Those who want to witness the prodigy's honor can take a look at that. We're also looking forward to new predictions from the prodigy. However, doesn't the prodigy's choice to attend the blockchain conference also prove that the prodigy is optimistic about the development of blockchain? Alright, that's all the content for today's program. Finally, let's look at the OK Quick Report.
According to CME's FedWatch, there's a 91.2% probability that the Fed will keep interest rates unchanged in August, and an 8.8% probability of a 25 basis point rate cut. The probability of the Fed keeping rates unchanged by September is 27.4%. The probability of a cumulative 25 basis point rate cut is 66.5%, and the probability of a cumulative 50 basis point rate cut is 6.1%. It's reported that Musk's X company will receive a final warning from the EU regarding dangerous content. The EU will release preliminary investigation results on X company in the coming weeks. If X company violates the EU's Digital Services Act, DSA, it will face the risk of being fined 6% of its EU market revenue. According to Defalama data, since the launch of its mainnet, Blast's total locked value has been increasing, and it has now become the 7th largest blockchain network by locked value, with an asset scale approaching $1.5 billion. El Salvador is still sticking to its plan of buying 1 Bitcoin daily. Currently, it holds 5,800.76 Bitcoins, with the value of holdings falling to $330 million, down 19.51% from the high of $410 million on May 21st. The EU-US Joint Financial Regulatory Forum was held last week, where participants exchanged views on topics of mutual interest as part of regular financial regulatory dialogue between the two sides. The dialogue was hosted by the European Commission and the U.S. Treasury. South Korea's Financial Supervisory Service, FSS, announced the launch of a new monitoring system aimed at strengthening supervision of cryptocurrency exchanges to prevent fraudulent transactions. According to the latest announcement, local exchanges will establish a continuous monitoring system and regularly report abnormal transactions to ensure their legal obligations are fulfilled.
These 2 days, Bitcoin's fall has made many investors with weak determination hesitate. Many newcomers ask us whether Bitcoin is trustworthy and when it will rise to 100,000. We don't know when Bitcoin will rise to 100,000, but we believe it will definitely exceed 100,000. It's just a matter of time. We told them it takes a long time for a person to earn and learn the lessons from all of their mistakes. Many people say that everything has two sides, but in the traditional market, in the trading market, there's only one side. It's not the bull market side, not the bear market side, but the correct side. This market has always been about one general success leading to 10,000 withered bones. It was like this in the past, it's like it now, and it will be like this in the future. It's the same throughout ancient and modern times, both in China and abroad. Alright, that's the main content of today's program. Our channel focuses on curating valuable news in the crypto, blockchain, and mining industry. We have news information and in-depth special reports. If you find our channel valuable, please forward and follow us. You can also become a member. Let's get rich together, adding a zero to our assets in the bull market. See you tomorrow.